code 6, 105 North Avenue, 52.
Prepare to be fucked by the long dick of the law.
This isn't happening. Everyone look away, please. Nothing to see here.
You can't break those cuffs.
Take him away, Toy.
Welcome to Thought Cops, the only podcast where every week we talk about what's outraging the internet, and then we let you be the judge, we let you be the jury, we let you be the executioner, too, in the court of public opinion. Coming to you live from Neo, Chicago, I'm Officer Kevin.
And I'm Visco Grant,
What's up, man?
I still can't do it. I practice
It's
it
hard,
all the
yeah.
time and I can't do it.
SK,
like, phonetically does not work together. They don't fit.
I don't think it's supposed to. I think it's just supposed to be for the digital, these Zoomers, man, the digital age. Anyway, let's give a quick thank you to our guest from last week, Jack Allison. Thank you, Jack. Coming on the show. Doing your due diligence. Serving your country. And we got a new guest on the show. We got a lot of new guests in a row lately.
Yeah.
How about that?
Branching out.
We're branching out. We're making new friends. Isn't
Branching
that nice?
out with Kevin and Grant. That's going to be the next podcast after this.
No,
one,
we'll just change this name to be something less offensive than Thought Cop, so people will stop being like, what is that all about?
Are you guys an alt-right show? Is that it? No, it's satire. It's
Not
parody.
all podcasters, all right?
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to our new guest, Mitch Kamaiopili. What's up, Mitch?
What's happening, guys?
How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good. I like that song. You guys write that song?
Yeah, I wrote that song.
It's a good song, man.
Thank you. Appreciate
It's
it.
a little fun ditty. Mitch, you're also a local Chicago comic.
Hell yeah, man.
And you
Tell us a joke, funny man.
God damn it. You do a show with some of our friends who have been on this show, Brandon Kirkman, Martin Felshman, and many more.
A couple more.
A couple more. The list goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that.
Slide into your DMs on third Thursdays of every month at Bonus Round Game Cafe, which is a good place to even just go hang out. You got a bunch of board games and coffee and booze and food and stuff. It's cool.
And this happens every single month, correct?
Yeah. Every third month. Unless fucking catastrophe strikes, but it hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
Even if nobody shows up, the show goes on, man.
So unless there is some sort of natural disaster or, war were declared, you'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Okay, cool.
If the place shuts down, we'll find another place, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's a fun show. It's kind of a gimmick show, D&D themed, where make the comics roll a giant foam D20, and then we got a list of stuff that they have to deal with. They pretty much just get fucked with throughout their set, or they have to wear stuff.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And I know you also did a little tour with another friend of the show, Aaron Klopfer.
Yeah.
Somewhat recently.
Yeah. A few months back, we were in.
Fucking like name dropping our friends.
We got a lot of friends in common, man. We're friends. We've hung out once or twice.
Yeah.
Brandon Kirkman's housewarming party. That was a good time.
Yeah, we did.
We stabbed a bunch of water balloons together.
Played some real life Fruit Ninja. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
Had some hard pretzels from Aaron Klopfer.
Some really bad pretzels that Aaron Klopfer got for free, so it's not really his fault. He was just being nice. He was trying to be nice.
It was a good gesture. I had a few. Maybe I had a little more than a few.
At least he didn't frame it like, guys, you got to try these pretzels. He
Yeah.
was like, these pretzels are bad, but I brought them from work.
Yeah.
But then he kept apologizing for them.
Yeah.
Which is
was
nice.
even better. Yeah.
So yeah, we're happy to have you here on the show, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Because when you're here, you're family. Isn't that right?
I get sued so bad. When we get sued, I'm just like, Officer Grant. I don't know who that was. My name's
Come on, man.
Smith.
You're on the spot. Smith. Just Smith?
Yeah.
No first name?
No first name.
When you
No, that is my first name.
What's your last name?
No last name.
Jesus.
Smith.
I had to hold up.
That's the name of the future, man.
Yeah, man.
Have you read what's it called, Brave New World, where there's just tiers of people? Smith's just going to be a tier of people. Everybody's going to be named Smith.
Yeah.
They're going to be fucking and taking drugs like in that book.
I love that book.
And
a good
fucking
book.
and taking drugs. We got some show news. We got show news every week because we like to keep things spicy. I want to say it again. We got new stickers on the store. Teespring.com/thoughtcops. That's right. A URL that easy to spell? You better check it out. No random numbers, no dashes or slashes aside from the ones I mentioned. Teespring.com/thoughtcops. We got shirts too, and it's September. Wake me up when September ends because it'll be a little chillier outside, and I might need a Thought Cops hoodie.
Also for sale. Thought Cops
Maybe
hoodies.
I'll buy my own merch. And maybe some of our listeners will follow suit. They're like, "Oh, I love that podcast. I listen to it every week. Kevin is just so cool, and I want to cop his look. I want to take his drip."
Yeah. You got to do your own streetwear album that you post to Imgur, and then someone else can use that as their inspo.
Yeah, so if I'm your inspo, if you wanna steal my drip, go ahead and go to teespring.com/thoughtcops. I did. This is a true story.
Go to that same Goodwill that you got the that Hawaiian shirt from.
I did wear a Thought Cop shirt to Planet Fitness the other night.
Oh, yeah?
And just to see if anybody would say anything. Didn't get any comments.
At Planet Fitness? You kidding me?
I know Planet Fitness is a no judgment zone. Maybe that's why nobody said anything. Not sure.
That seems like an alpha move that's like, I'd be intimidated.
Yeah.
I would get a staff member and get you kicked out. I'd be very intimidated.
The lunk alarm goes off. I didn't drop anything.
Well, this show, as I understand it, it's mostly about judgment, right? So maybe
that's true.
That's
yeah,
literally all the show is.
You're lucky.
Judgment.
You're lucky you didn't get your ass kicked the fuck out of there.
my ass was on the fucking street after wearing that shirt in that store. That gym. Hey, it is a store though. They sell drinks. They sell powders. You know.
Is that
Speaking of stores,
sorry.
Patreon. Sorry,
Patreon.
Yeah, I didn't mean to trample your.
Oh no, it's all good.
No,
Man. You guys got to do your stuff.
We're trying to make money out here.
Patreon.com/thoughtcops. The $1 tier is gone, like we mentioned last episode.
Okay.
But, you can go to facebook.com/group/thoughtcops and join our Facebook group.
You're kidding me. The URLs are that easy to spell.
That easy.
Okay, so there will be links in the episode description if you're lazy.
Go to the website. Not enough people go to websites.
Yeah.
Everyone goes to Twitter and they just click links and apps and all this shit. Go to
there's an app for that.
Dust off your Internet Explorer. Blow the dust off of it.
Re-download Firefox.
Wait about 10 minutes for it to load.
Make
and then
this the
type
first
in
website.
https://www.facebook.com/groups/thoughtcops. Hit the enter button.
And
see what happens.
Incredible.
Speaking of incredible, we got some great fan art from Berries and Cream.
That's right.
Which, if you're looking for her Twitter handle, is at STRWBR1SNM3M3S. So I hope you were, but check this out. Did you see this? This is me and Kevin, and we're Visco girls. We have our hydro flasks with Zwick logos on them.
Little Easter egg.
And we keep going.
That's really fun.
Mitch, he doesn't need to know what the hell that is.
Wait, what is this? What's a Visco girl? I want to know what it is.
It
Should we,
is
like, find the video and replay the video?
If you guys want to.
I don't want to watch it again. It was so offensive.
You guys can just Google it or send it to me.
I kind of want to watch it just to offend Kevin.
All right, fine. Go ahead. Let's see if I fucking care.
Hi, you must be new. Yeah, this is a new hydro flask. Oh, you don't have one?
This spells out all the lore for
how do
you.
you make
So you
your
get the
French
hydro
bracelets then? That's
flask.
kinda weird.
She's wearing about 13 scrunchies.
Well, save the turtles. These?
Shell
These are
necklace.
just my scrunchies. I noticed you don't have one. Really? You keep that. Don't even worry about it. And this is my new lip gloss. Yeah, I apply this like every 5 to 10 minutes. It's my fave, really. Try some.
Thanks.
Oh my god, you're not
She
wearing a
handed
big
it
tee,
to
but
me.
do not fret. I actually brought an extra. Here you go. You can keep. Don't even worry. Oh my god, that smell, it's actually my brand new Victoria's Secret scent. Yeah, bombshell. You never heard? Weird. Right. Okay, well, it was nice meeting you.
So
That's childish.
That's really uncomfortable. But like, it's just like, I don't know, it's just some weird like combination of Valley Girl and Tourette's syndrome. It's weird.
So Berries and Cream made us Visco girls. Would you guys date a Visco girl?
No, because they're children.
No, not a Visco woman.
There aren't any.
Okay,
You grow up and you stop acting like that.
I don't think so.
I hope not.
Have you seen people nowadays?
I really want to see like an old lady do that.
Oh God.
Like a 40-year-old. I'm sure there's one.
Have a scrunchie.
Yeah, anything that
That's like the mom from Mean Girls.
True.
anything that like teenage girls do that like 40-something, 50-something-year-old like suburban moms start doing to try to fit in and be cool is okay for me. I'm into it.
It's like I said, it's culture, and we're all part of the society. It's all society, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's scary. I'm scared. I'm scared for this Joker movie that's going to come out.
I was thinking about that. Society makes me think about the Joker now.
Somebody's got to stop that guy.
Yeah, society.
I wonder if there's somebody who would stop that guy.
Society created him, and now it's their problem.
Makes you think.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of thinking, let's get to that very favorite, very famous segment of the show, 2 minutes of hate, where we blanket punish all these annoying things we see online. You know what I'm saying? You got the mouse, you got your keyboard, you got your mouse, you're spinning the wheel, you're going on Twitter, and you're like, what the hell? Again?
What the hell?
You people are doing this up, you're acting up again? Not on my watch. So here's mine. And this one's a little specific. All right. So bear with me if you don't know what I'm talking about, because I will teach you something. I feel like every time.
Fucking pompous.
Sit down, my sweet summer child. So I feel like every time there is a new Japanese video game or anime that comes out, and there's a girl character who is like, has some muscle definition or has abs. And this is similar we mentioned last week with the Final Fantasy thing. Tifa, she's tough. She's got abs. And everybody's like, please break my neck. Please step on my nuts. Please kick my ass. And they're like, or they just like post a screenshot of like a girl with like a girl looking tough and like she has abs. And they're like, I think I'm going to like this anime. Grant, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You do, really?
Sorry. Well, I'm doing some research of my own, so that's why I'm staring at my phone.
So that's like...
Yeah, no, anime. Yeah, it's...
You've heard of it.
It's terrible. No, it's good. I mean...
The hell, man. Mitch, you know what I'm talking about, please?
I've probably come across some stuff like that, but that's like a hybrid of like anime and like humiliation porn, right?
Yeah, but like everybody, it just it's like all of a sudden everybody's in humiliation porn. I don't think so.
I have no interest in being humiliated by a woman. Or anybody. Just anybody. I shouldn't have said it like that.
Yeah. Well, in this context, that is what they're referring to, though.
They're never going to hire you at SNL now.
However.
You just blew your shot.
So, this is... I'm not going to shame anybody. If that's what makes you happy...
Isn't that the point of the show?
Yeah, just fucking leave us alone. Leave us fucking regular ass...
Yeah, no.
Let's watch regular hentai.
Yeah, the like old-fashioned kind.
Normal, like God intended.
Yeah, the kind where you're on a train and there's... Anyway. So, I think that if you're out there... I feel like all of my 2 minutes of hate lately have just been things that... It's not necessarily that they are bad originally, but it's just the fact that I'm like, why is everybody doing this all of a sudden? Like, I go on Twitter and it's like every time there's a new trailer for the new Final Fantasy game, everybody's like, oh my God, Tifa, please break my neck.
It's fucking memes, man.
And then they're just like, they just post a screenshot of Tifa and they're like, that's it, pre-ordered. I'm in.
I thought it was Tifa.
I don't know.
I feel like when we're on the internet in like a collective group and we all like the same stuff, we're just fucking in middle school again. Or like some cool guy like gets a haircut and everybody's like, we gotta look like that.
Right.
Y'all fucking watch the same shows and I don't know.
Also explains the alt-right.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah,
I guess so. Yeah,
You could just
You
say
cracked the
that
code.
all of human consciousness just boils down to societal pressure in some sort of way.
True. On that note, if you talk this way about women, you
Go off, King.
We think here. You need to. I'm trying to like think of like a reverse humiliation thing, but I also don't want to. I don't want to.
I saw a video earlier of a woman with a man on a leash just right at the Chicago Bean, and in public with a bunch of people standing around gawking, taking videos.
Sure.
The guy was on a leash, and the guy started kissing the woman's feet in public. So maybe that's what happens to these people.
That's what they want.
Exactly, but that's like the whole. That's the
it's
whole.
like the opposite of. That's
a classic thought cops smoke the whole pack punishment.
Yeah,
you think you like that? You think it's funny to have the cartoon lady break your neck? All right, put on the fucking leash. Go. Pucker up.
You just have to make it so that they're guaranteed not to like it. Like their feet have to be really fucked up or something.
Yeah, we'll test those limits. Anyway, I've made this episode creepy enough, so we'll move on.
I like it.
Hey, you like it? All right, we might find out we might be into this.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot, man. Apparently, I'm not on the internet enough.
And this could be maybe this could be like a new.
We're on the internet too much.
Well, we are, but this could be a Patreon tier, perhaps the $20 tier. We get to walk you around on a leash.
That's the $1,000 tier.
Yeah.
Send us an email.
Yeah, cock and
Yeah, that's the cock and ball torture is the $1,000 tier.
Right. It's as I said, Thought Cops is pro cock and ball torture. Mitch, what is your 2 minutes of hate?
Oh yeah, 2 minutes of hate. So there's this. You said I gotta hate like a thing that's trending on the internet, right?
Anything really. It doesn't have to be like
stuff that I found.
You could be like you were in traffic on the way over here and you just felt like screaming out the window.
We prefer not, but some folks
How about the information highway as opposed to the normal one?
Okay, well, here's what happened is I Googled cool internet trends. I found this article by this lady, Mary, I don't remember, her last name's Meeker or something weird like that. And the article's called Mary Meeker's Most Important Trends on the Internet. That's a lot of fucking data and stuff. I was looking for memes and fun jokes that people say on Reddit and stuff.
Sure, yeah.
A bunch of stuff like, what's this? Images are increasingly the means by which people communicate as technology developments like faster Wi-Fi and better phone cameras have encouraged a surge in image taking. What the fuck's up with that, man?
I hate
what
that.
the hell's going on with that? Why can't we just use words, man? I'm reading words right now. She's obviously wrong because she has to communicate through words. If she was just a bunch of pictures and stuff, I wouldn't know what the fuck she was talking about. Let's see. There's some cool stuff. The number of interactive gamers worldwide grew 6% to 2.4 billion people last year. Interactive games. That's just people playing online, talking to each other.
That boils me up.
As interactive games like Fortnite become the new social media for certain people. What the fuck does that mean? How's Fortnite social media?
And for certain people, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, what kind of people are you talking about?
For us gamers, for the G word.
I don't like that. I don't like people being excluded.
Well, and if the amount of gamers keeps rising, soon we won't be a minority anymore. Then what do we do?
The Matrix. Let's see. There's this graph that I don't understand. It was on like a slideshow. Apparently, I was going to go through these and take screen grabs of like all the interesting stuff, but there's fucking 300 slides. I'm not doing that.
Oh, geez.
But this is a graph that says internet penetration 2018, and there's a line that's going up over time. I don't know what it means. Internet penetration.
You know what? I could tell you a thing or two about that. But
You ran into some comm students like master thesis or some shit.
Yeah, the header for it says global internet users equal 3.8 billion more than 50% of population, which doesn't make sense at all. I feel like a graph you should be able to know what it fucking means.
This should be more relatable. I think that this lady, she thinks that
she's all up there in her ivory tower
with her fucking numbers and her data. How about a SpongeBob meme? Make it relatable for the kids.
Okay, here's I'll get off on in a second. I'm almost done. Sorry, give me the light whenever. Just kidding. Okay, this slide says Internet Trends 2019. 1. Users. 2.
users.
E-commerce plus advertising. 3, usage, ... I don't know what she's trying to say. 4, freemium business models. 5, data growth. 6, ... usage again. 7, work. 8, education. 9, immigration plus USA Incorporated. 10, healthcare. 11, China.
Oh,
They got what's China doing all the way at 11? There's
and they're moving up.
yeah. They've got the next one. I'm done. Okay, almost. Never mind. China. The next one's a graph that shows how many people use the internet in each country, and China's just kicking our asses.
Damn.
Man. We're like a third of the amount of people China has using the internet. Okay, what's the other one?
We invented the internet.
Oh, okay.
We should be using it more.
Okay, yeah, I'm almost done. This is the actual one. I hate how because I've been reading more news on Reddit recently, or I've been looking at more headlines of news. I've
Great
been going
news
on.
source.
There's like the news thing where you slide to the left and it's just news.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people do this, but I don't know why I'm so addicted to it. Just not even reading the articles or anything, but going into the comments because people talk about the article and it's like, okay, I can get the gist of what they're talking about, but then fucking sorting by controversial as soon as I get bored and just seeing all the nasty, dumbass, racist stuff that's gotten 800 downvotes. And I'm addicted to doing that.
Wait, so I don't use Reddit too much. Is that an actual sorting thing? Sort by controversial?
Yeah.
That is not right.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's really fun. And I could just go in there and I'll read stuff, and every once in a while I'll just pop in with a comment and be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. And then just leave.
You showed him.
I don't want to engage with those people, but I will call somebody a fucking idiot on the internet.
There's always a couple.
So there's I assume there's also just arranged by popularity.
Yeah.
And there's also by controversy. See, they're trying to tear us apart.
There's one that's by hot.
Yeah, which is fastest rising or whatever, whichever one's getting the most upvotes right now. And then new. I think that might be it.
Reddit.com/r/thoughtcops. Everybody get on it.
You guys have a subreddit?
We do.
I need to get a subreddit.
30 people right now, but we're strong.
All right. I'm not even one of them, so that's saying something.
I need to get a subreddit in any capacity. I just want to start one. I don't know. I don't care what it's about. Could be about me, but I'm not that interested.
r/cock and ball torture.
It's probably taken.
Damn it.
Sure it is. I'll check.
Yeah. So if you could punish these controversial commenters, how would you do it?
They have to write in Hillary Clinton on the ballot in 2020.
Damn.
They wouldn't be happy about it, but that's what they have to do.
So that's how it's, and she's not even running. That's the fucked up part, man.
Yeah. So not only not only do they not get to vote for whatever Republican candidate, it's all fucking Trump heads that get the most downvotes and stuff.
Yeah.
Unless somehow you stumble into a comment thread that's been overtaken by Donald Trump supporters. It's all those guys, and they're all just saying a bunch of dumb shit.
It's a culture war, man.
Yeah, so not only do they not get to vote for their God King, but they have to vote for fucking Hillary Clinton.
Well, you know what? You brought up the Matrix, and you're throwing all this data my way, and I'm like, you know what? I think we're already in the dang Matrix.
Yeah, probably. Chances are, probably. I watched that Neil deGrasse Tyson video where he was trying to explain why we're living in the Matrix to Katy Perry, and she's a fucking idiot who doesn't understand what he's saying. Yeah, and he just fucking really breaks it down.
Probably hasn't even seen the damn movies.
I'm sorry, Katy Perry's probably she's rich as fuck. You gotta be some kind of spark to be that rich.
Or you're just born into it.
Yeah. But that's a really smart thing to be born into, you know?
Yeah, if you could pick one thing to be born into, I'd say money.
Yeah, probably money.
If you're gonna, at the beginning of the MMORPG, you're gonna roll that die that's gonna give you your stats. Roll a fucking rich kid.
I don't think that's one of the D&D stats, but
could be.
Maybe the new patch will have that.
I was gonna start playing. There's a bunch of different types of D&D stuff. I was gonna start playing this one called Bubblegum Shoe Detective or something like that. We're all high school detectives, and you could probably be a rich kid in that. I was gonna be Sean.
My fantasy.
My character is gonna be Sean Kemp in high school. If you guys are familiar with Seattle Supersonics superstar of the '90s, Sean Kemp. Okay. And he's a classic rich kid? No, he's a very good basketball player. Okay. But he's rich from basketball. Yeah, but then he lost all his money. Oh. Well, you should be him and then not make that mistake. Yeah, I'll try. Right his wrongs. I'm going to, when he went to college, I don't remember where he went to. He was this big recruit, and then he got kicked off the team for allegedly stealing the coach's son's gold chains or something like that.
Don't make that mistake.
Yeah, I'm not going to have him do that.
Yeah, do your research, figure out what he did wrong, and do everything the opposite.
Yeah.
On that D&D campaign.
Speaking of doing your research, my 2 minutes of hate this week is armchair evolutionary psychologists with specifically the evolutionary part. Because I feel like there's this weird sort of, and I don't know if this is just because of gender issues and whatnot, that you'll see sort of like culminating as a result of like Me Too discussions, or if it's like the Donald Trump thing or the culture wars or the, Civil War that's going to happen, the Matrix. I don't know like what sort of caused it, but anytime you get these fucking explanations of, and it not necessarily just gendered discussion, because you can apply this to a number of different things, and it all fucking aggravates me. But when someone goes, well, because if you think about it, 100,000 years ago we were, and it's just like, how the fuck do you know? Don't fucking finish the sentence because you don't fucking know.
It's like, stick to your fucking 90s trivia because that's what you know.
Even like actual scientists, though, I'm just like, how the fuck do you know what cavemen were up to?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way. I mean, you can look at what they were eating and make guesses, I guess.
You can do that. You can look at some of their like physical culture of like the types of stuff that they were creating and what they were doing and stuff like that. But you go back far enough and it's like, well, men you see should be paid more, and like I don't want to get down the fucking wormhole of like the gender pay gap or anything.
What the hell is happening?
But the whole thing of like, men used to go out and hunt, therefore they were the providers, and it's like, how do you know? How the fuck do you, like, of which fucking tribe? Because not everybody did that.
That movie Year One with Jack Black and Michael Cera. That's what they...
I watched this like cooking show recently where this Aboriginal tribe in Australia, I think, that had just made first contact maybe like 60 years ago or something.
Yeah, with Neil Hamburger, the astronaut, right?
Yeah.
What?
No, but
why?
One small step.
One small step for man.
One huge cum for Harry Carey. Whatever. But this like Aboriginal tribe where like the men would they'd go out and hunt for like, I don't know, bush deer and stuff like that, like big like prize meals and everything. But then the women would go out and just get the iguana, which they got every fucking time, which actually was the sustenance and like fed everybody. And every once in a fucking blue moon, the guys would come back with something big and impressive. But they, for the most part, weren't really getting much. Which
I think seems to be reflective of certain other hunter-gatherer societies. But like there's other ones that there's like that Mexican tribe that like ran through Central America. They're the one that that fucking book like Born to Run was written about, where they would all just like run 100 miles every day and just chase down like rats and shit, and just like everyone was doing it. So it's like your whole concept of like
that's what I do in Logan Square on my office.
You just beat them, like catch them and beat them.
I just chase them around, scare them,
and you see that with fucking explanations of fucking like people's dietary choices or things that they do or things that they wear, and they're like, well, because if you think about it, 100,000 years ago, we were primarily eating this, and it's like everyone was eating something different. That's why you have such a diversity of foods.
Yeah.
You don't just look at one person and go, oh, well, I'm picturing Michael Cera eat like bonking a fucking dinosaur on the head and eating dinosaur meat. And so I'm doing the all dinosaur meat carnivore diet because that just evolutionarily fucking makes sense. And I found this article.
Shitty movie, by the way.
I never saw it because it looked shitty.
Year One, you mean?
Yeah.
I feel like the first maybe 10 minutes of it or something are just like a joy to watch, but then there's just nothing happens.
When
for some reason, not to derail this too much, but for some weird reason,
derailed.
like when that movie was coming out, My friend and I saw a poster for it at the movie theater, and then we're like, dude, that looks funny.
Yeah.
And then like for months, every time we would bring it up, we like, dude, year one. We'd smack each other in the chest for like 6 months. Year one, 2 months. we saw it and we're like, that was underwhelming.
Yeah, with stuff like that, something that looks really good. I usually don't see stuff like right when it comes out. I'll just wait a little bit and not even research reviews or anything, but just hear people talk about it. And I heard nobody say anything about it. So I was like, I guess it's not good.
I forgot that it came out.
Because it looks like such a, in theory, especially because Michael Cera was like one of the most popular actors in the world at that point.
Yeah.
Like it looked like it was going to be really fucking funny. But
guaranteed hit. And Jack Black.
He's a delight. Yeah, he's legendary at this point.
Yeah. We should review we should review year one for Fire Bros.
All right. They should make a year 2.
I know. I've been waiting. It's been 10 years.
Who's the current Michael Cera?
Jesse Eisenberg.
Johnny Pemberton.
I wish Johnny Pemberton was that famous. That'd be great.
Well, year 2. Put him in.
Yeah, put him. Then he will be. Huh?
Passing of the torch. Anyway, Grant, I'm so sorry. You had some point you were going to make.
The whole point. Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I pulled this article up. It was talking about the problem about evolutionary psychology in and of itself. And it has all these problems with like rationalization bias, over attribute to like meaning, alternative ways of reaching goal, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't go through the whole fucking thing, but like these are issues with the entire field of evolutionary psychology in and of itself. So when like some fucking idiot is fucking like idiot-splaining to you at some bar or something like that, well, if you think about it, the fucking shoes that you wear, it's just like, what the fuck does it matter? Like, you adapt. You adapt to shit.
Who has this conversation with you?
I feel like I see it online a lot because I seek out...
You said the bar. What...
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
You're at the Owl and some guys like teaching you about the history of your shoes.
I feel like it's just one of those things because I'll seek out a lot of fucking like online debates where people fucking like argue over stupid shit, and I'm just like, maybe I can learn something about it, and it's always some fucking dope.
Yeah, that never gonna happen. You'll never honestly. Take one thing away from the show, you won't learn a fucking thing from the comment section of anything.
Yeah.
Okay. You go. Well, I was just going to say, or from just like legitimate sources of, because back in 100,000 years ago, men used to go out and do this, and then females developed the need for affection with the breasts.
Yeah.
Driving the cavemen wild.
Yeah, it's true.
Ooga booga.
I feel like the only way to get something out of conversations like that is if the guy's like, hey, so read this book that I read and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Like that's the only way to actually have a real conversation about that stuff. Otherwise,
who
it's all
reads
just
books anymore
speculation.
Aside from like Twitter threads?
Nobody.
Yeah. Thread 1 of 64.
Yeah, those are long.
Yeah.
And it's really inconvenient.
But, people are out there doing it, and they're, teaching each other the way of...
They're a bunch of hackers, man. They broke Twitter. You're not supposed to talk that much on Twitter.
Yeah, right? The character limit is 280, not however much you want.
There's a character limit for a fucking reason. Put that shit on Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook used to have a character limit. They got rid of that shit.
Or write it on your phone and take a screenshot.
Yeah.
And then put it in a bottle and send it through the ocean, because nobody cares.
Yeah, post it on Instagram with like 10 different slides, right?
Yeah. Notepad, screenshot. Grant, what the hell is the punishment here?
I fucking bonk you on the head with the fucking...
After all that.
Can I change my punishment for mine?
Yeah, sure.
I think that the ultimate humiliation for those... Just admit you're wrong.
Okay.
Just admit you're a dumbass.
It takes most problems,
and also they have to be forced to listen to every episode of like Chapo Trap House or something like that. Just the
or maybe like Thought Cops or something.
Oh yeah.
That's a good idida. Let's keep this in house.
Maybe like the premium episodes of Thought Cops. Check those out.
Yeah, I guess that would help you guys out.
Yeah,
you guys don't need help. You guys are doing fine.
If you want to throw us a few dollars, Chapo's got enough.
I need money.
Yeah. Throw Mitch a few bucks too.
Throw Mitch some bucks.
That's your punishment. Give Mitch
money. Yeah, give Mitch money. That's my Twitter bio is I need money.
And it's true.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Hey, amen, brother. So we'll get right to it here. If you haven't listened to Thought Cops before, for whatever weird reason. Every week, we investigate the internet's outrage-inducing news stories, and then we sentence each perpetrator to cruel and often quite unusual punishment.
Sounds interesting.
It does. It's quite intriguing. I want to get right to it. There was a fashion event this week. Have you guys seen this? Pull this link up.
I'm not a big fashion guy.
You're not a big fashion freak?
I just wear clothes, and that's...
Mitch, are you
I'll
big
check
into the
out
fashion
some
world?
albums of streetwear and stuff.
There's a song or two about fashion that I like.
But are you keeping up on the latest news?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay. So there was a fashion designer who was showing off these clothes that were... I'll just read the headline here from the New York Post. Fashion designer thought school shooting hoodies were a good idea. So if you look at the pictures here...
I saw that. It's so fucking
people were
dark.
modeling like Columbine and Virginia Tech and Sandy Hook hoodies with the school logos on them. And if you look closely, you see those holes?
Yeah.
Those are supposed to be fucking bullet holes, dude.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Fashion, baby.
They're not moths chewing on them. Those are supposed to be bullet holes.
Well, these guys are artists. What do you think they're saying with their art?
That society's twisted.
Oh, man.
So a lot of comments were calling the work disgusting, callous, and revolting. And I guess like some parents of the Sandy Hook victims were obviously very upset about this. Said, as a Sandy Hook family, what you are doing here is absolutely disgusting, hurtful, wrong, and disrespectful. You'll never know what our family went through. So let me see if there was ever... Let me see here.
This guy's got garbage bags on his shoes. He's got garbage bags for shoes.
Why wasn't that in the article?
He says, sometimes life can be painfully ironic. Hey, isn't that right, folks?
Oh, man. Isn't that the truth?
Like the irony of dying violently in a place you consider to be safe, controlled environment like a school. We are reminded all the time of life's fragility, shortness, and unpredictability, yet we are also reminded of its infinite potential. What, to make money? Make a quick buck?
It's ridiculous, man. I mean, I'm not surprised at all. People are trying to be edgy and stuff like that, but
yeah,
like it's just, I don't know, man. It's hard to articulate how I feel about it.
Are they selling these?
I think they want to.
Because here's my thing.
Pop up, they were selling them.
Here's my understanding of like the fashion industry is that a lot of these big designers will do these like big shows. I've had girlfriends in the past, and they've told me this.
Sure.
Otherwise, I wouldn't know. I don't know things. They do these big shows, and that's where you see like, oh, someone's wearing this giant like fucking gown that's made of like fucking
pee-pee and poo-poo or something.
Vape pens or pee-pee and poo-poo, yes. And you're like, well, who's gonna wear that? And it's like, well, this is high fashion so that they sell the brand to some of the purchasers or whatever. But in reality, they're just like putting out a new fall lineup of, you know, $100 to $200 fucking dresses for people to sell or for people to buy.
Yeah.
So they'll do stuff like this as like marketing, which sometimes will make some sort of a statement along these lines, which I somewhat understand. But, you know, again, the concept of capitalizing on tragedy in this sort of way of like, hey, if they're selling these hoodies, are they going to give all of the proceeds to the families of the people who died? Or is it just like Versace's just fucking holding on to $1 billion?
Well, I just want to say, speaking of capitalizing, my punishment for this story is we sell our own shirts and they don't have holes in them. So go buy those. Teespring.com/thoughtcops. They're non-offensive. They have cool artwork by Inkusan.
Yeah.
I think the person who designed these should be taken to a school and shot.
And that, yeah, and then as for the author, well, let's just say, don't come to school tomorrow.
In Minecraft.
All right.
In Minecraft, that's right.
I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. I don't even know.
Hey,
I don't know what's okay to say anymore. We can't talk about
it's out there, man. It's in the ether, you know.
Dude, you can't say anything anymore.
You know,
I used to be able to only say slurs
in the fucking
now
80s.
These fucking assholes, they tell me I can't say slurs no more. That used to be funny.
Yeah.
Who's that character?
I don't know. Nick DiPaolo. I don't know. I don't care.
Anyway, moving on. Grant, what do you want to get on?
I want to get on. Let's follow up with some of this Shane Gillis blowback.
Ah, yes.
Because this is. We talked about this last week, and already we've seen the repercussions of our, divine interventionalism of doing this show, which is he got fucking canceled. He got fired.
Canned. Kaput.
His ass got fired. He's out on the street.
But now he's more famous than he would have been if this stuff never came out.
Yeah,
I would never have heard of this guy.
Oh, you know who I really like is that Shane Gillis on SNL said nobody fucking ever.
Yeah, he got like 1 or 2 sketches like at the end of the night.
Yeah. But if you recall back to last episode, insert harp music of time travel backwards. Jack Allison made the conspiratorial assumption that like, oh, they probably hired this guy because SNL needs a controversial person making racist jokes. And so there's this Variety.com article that I saw he shared on Twitter that says SNL sought conservative. Get a new fucking muffler, you piece of shit.
That's what
SNL sought conservative. It's like I keep yelling over it.
I know, but why is
it's right
Variety
outside my fucking window?
And Variety's reporting on that? That's crazy.
SNL sought conservative appeal with Shane Gillis hire. So it's more or less like exactly that. They're trying to. They did the anti-Trump shit for long enough. Now they're doing the anti-woke shit.
I don't think he's conservative.
I don't think he is either, but he's from like a smaller town. He is like a bit of an accent, and people just go, he looks and sounds like me.
Yeah. Maybe
he'll, do some stuff or what. Like I
know.
heard,
Then Jack was also
fun of Asians, like me and my friends.
I'm back on the farm, I know. Then Jack was saying he's like, then that's the same. So they hired him for the same reason they fired him.
Yeah. They got caught.
It was an experiment. It was an experiment that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Whatever. You can't blame him for trying.
He gave you the old college try.
People have been twittering a lot about this. They've been tweeting about. They've been clipping other SNL bits from like 2014 of Fred Armisen doing an offensive Chinese accent.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
It was probably funny in 2014.
Yeah, that was
maybe not okay, but like Fred Armisen,
Trump was president.
Yeah, Fred Armisen's funny, I think.
Yeah, it was him and Nassim Pedrad, I think, and
yeah,
a couple others. But they were doing these like really hokey caricatures of like Chinese workers. I think it actually might have been more recent than 2014.
Could have been.
So
it could also just I could be wrong. I haven't seen it, so I could just totally be not funny. Like a lot of
honestly,
stuff
it's way worse than even the Shane Gillis clip.
Yeah,
that's exciting. I gotta watch
Did they have
this
tape
stuff.
on their eyes?
No, but like they did say probrum. Oh God,
that's just
God, that was me quoting somebody. Don't.
Kevin Potus fired from SNL
for saying problem.
Yeah, I get fired from fucking nothing, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just dumb. Like it's not. I don't know. I don't feel like from what it sounds like doing an accent like that and replacing the L's with R's and stuff like that. It's just like. First of all, it's just been done a million fucking times. Every 10-year-old in the fucking world has done that.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary, and also it's not appropriate anymore. It never was appropriate, but now we know that.
Yeah.
It was never good to be racist, but now everybody knows. Yeah, I don't know. I think the double standard is worth pointing out.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the fact that they did this for that specific cause and they got caught doing it is also worth pointing out. Also, Andrew Yang, presidential candidate, gave him the pass. He said, "Well, he shouldn't get fired."
And they're supposed to sit down and have a talk.
Yeah,
because you have to admit, a Yang presidency would be pretty fun.
In what regard?
That was his tweet the other day.
They could have
shit. God damn it!
If Yang becomes president, then Shane Gillis can be rehired by SNL, and he can do the Andrew Yang impression instead of Daryl Hammond or whoever else is going to do it.
And hell, if he doesn't get that, he doesn't have to work at all because he gets $1,000 a month.
Yeah, so we can all quit our jobs and I'll just rake in the $12,000 a year.
Hell yeah, man.
So because of this blowback, because SNL got caught, I guess the punishment goes to SNL. I think. What do we do?
Think that you should.
I got one.
Go.
If you don't got one.
Nope. I was just killing time.
I think every sketch and every character in every sketch from now on for every SNL sketch that comes out, they all have to be Donald Trump. It's like a bunch of people in an Italian restaurant. It's like, could I get mine well done with ketchup?
Oh god.
And then one's like dressed like Stormy Daniels, but she's like Stormy Daniels Trump.
That sounds great.
I love Italians, folks.
So much better than the Hispanics.
All right. So what do we got? What else we got? Let's do. What do you want to do? One more?
We got time for one or two more. Vapes. We got to talk about vapes.
Cancer now, right?
Yeah.
No, not even cancer. Just some of the lung diseases coming out.
Which, I mean, I think it probably is a better alternative to cigarettes, but I don't think that means that it's fucking healthy.
Tastes like candy.
Yeah,
those are the ones that are the unhealthy.
Yeah,
ones.
the ones that taste like, this tastes like fucking Cinnamon Toast Crunch, dude.
Yeah, tastes good, feels good, good for you.
Yeah, good for you. That's the most important part. Mm-hmm. And they're banning it for that?
Don't worry about getting sick later. Live in the now, folks.
Right. Live fast, die young-ish.
Yeah, it's apparently not fun being old either way, whether or not you're healthy. So just don't worry about it. Fuck it. What are you going to do? Climb a mountain as an old guy? I don't think so.
Do it now.
No old guy's ever climbed a mountain.
And if he has, then fuck him.
I say climb a mountain now and fucking smoke this shit when you get to the top. It tastes like grape soda.
Hell yeah. If you climb a mountain, you deserve a vape. Even if you don't climb a mountain, just vape up. Get vaped.
I feel like your fucking lungs would explode.
Hey guys, remember this? Vape Nation, am I right? Vape Nation.
It's all his fault.
It is all his fault.
Is that? No,
that's Ethan Klein. He's
H3H3.
Oh yeah. I remember liking one of his videos.
That was probably it.
Maybe. I liked I enjoyed the, what's it called? The fucking, who's that one? DJ Khaled one. I thought that one was funny. But that's the only one I've ever seen, so.
Top one.
I tried watching the other ones. I was just like, I think I just like when he makes fun of DJ Khaled.
Yeah. He's good at the one thing. Yeah. And no, hey, Ethan, come on the show, man.
Come on our podcast.
Hey, we'll go on yours. How about that? We'll bump Bill Burr and we'll go on.
I'm surprised Bill Burr went on a second time.
So anyway, you said only 6 people died compared to how many people die in car accidents every day?
Ban cars.
Don't go down that wormhole.
We're on the way to banning drivers,
dude.
Yeah, we're done.
I don't know if you know that, but I don't know if you know this, but like 60,000 people die of the flu every day.
Oh yeah,
but you gotta ban that flu.
Ban the flu.
And also, but for real though, how many people die from regular cigarettes?
Fucking a trillion every year.
Every hour.
Every
hour, a trillion people die.
Whatever. It's
from
not
regular
bad.
cigarettes.
That's not whatever. Whatever. It's not that bad. Whatever, dude. Smoke up. Smoke them. Smoking's cool, man. I love smoking.
If you got them.
I love smoking. I don't smoke anymore, but I fucking love it.
Look, it does look pretty cool.
It tastes. It doesn't taste that good.
Lakember in the chat wants to point out being born carries a 100% mortality rate. So where's the anti-natalist policy? Wow. Vote Andrew Yang. So Donald Trump goes on some thing. He goes on the television, however that works, and he goes, these kids, they go, Mom, I want to vape.
Mommy, I want to smoke.
The president of the free world said these words, Mom, I want to vape.
I'm starting to warm up to this guy, man.
He's just like us.
Mommy.
And
He's
so-
like on the ground, like crawling. He's like, Mommy, I want a smoky vapey. Bah." No more, folks. No more. Very bad.
It'd be really funny if they started making like breast milk flavored vapes. Babies would be way into it.
They're drinking stuff. It tastes like tits. We're loving it.
Where's
folks.
mine? I've changed my mind about banning them. So he decides he wants to maybe do something about it, and the entire internet explodes, with normal, well, cigarettes kill people. Why don't you ban them? Guns kill people. Why don't you ban them?
These are the same people
flu,
who they
it
also.
it was all just Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Is he canceled or is he fixed?
He goes back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't know.
He's like a fun science guy, but I don't know, man. I don't. He doesn't have to be around.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to mention like the common cold when there's a school shooting. He doesn't have to compare those two things. Maybe.
But so Donald Trump says, "Oh, I might ban vapes," and then I believe the entire state of New York is just like, "No more, we're done." So it's like, yeah, you fucking idiots. Like, I hate to get into horseshoe theory, but like, yeah, you fucking Donald Trump bad guy. Oppressive government bans vapes within 2 days of Donald Trump speaking about it.
Well.
They're like, he's taking away our violent video games and our vapes. Oh, now I'll speak up.
Oh, we're gonna smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
And hang out on stoops.
Smoke
what I do.
crack.
Yeah. Is that the punishment?
Donald Trump. Oh man, if Donald Trump became a crackhead.
More like.
Fucking Donald Trump, I hate that guy.
I want Donald Trump to go to prison and then come out and become a crackhead and just be really vocal about everything.
The guy's like,
Folks, crack is good.
the guy's like 73 years old. If he does crack, he will die immediately. I think the punishment is Donald Trump should just vape, because I can guarantee you, as soon as the president of the United States of America goes on TV and like vapes once, thousands of teenagers worldwide will just go, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
This looks lame. This isn't cool anymore. What do you guys think?
Tell him it tastes like chicken nuggets. Here you go, sir.
Yeah. Tastes like burrito bowls.
Yeah.
What do you know? He had a taco salad on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. So, I still think you should do crack.
I mean, I don't want to do crack.
He's not doing crack, Charlie. Do-do-do-do. Donald Trump does crack. Do-do-do.
His hair's falling out. He's like scratching himself, and he's like, "All right, crack is pretty good."
He could afford so much crack. Hypothetically, if he actually has money.
Yeah. I know he doesn't drink, but is crack off the table?
He does something.
He does something.
I'm sure he does a lot.
That guy's a little loco. Something.
Those 80s fucking boardroom amphetamines and shit.
He's got one of those like Sunday through Saturday little like pill things that's just full of.
That's just his heart meds.
Yeah, and that's just for every day. He's got 7 different fucking little shelves of pills that he has to take.
Yeah. So let's move on to Key to the City, where we like to shine a little spotlight. We got a little cop flashlight, our little mag light. We're like, hey, there's something positive. Look at that for once. So this week, my Key to the City goes to Power Up Comics. Which is, I think it's from somethingawful.com. It's a parody of a lot of the early 2000s gamer webcomics. Really fucking funny. For example, look up Power Up Comics Oil. Go to images. Go to the bush one.
This one. I remember. I think you showed me these, right?
Yeah. So that.
So it's this like smug looking teenager, and he goes, President Bush, is it true that the war in Iraq is really all about oil? Anyone want to do President Bush's voice?
I can't see it.
Okay, so President Bush goes, he goes, let Of course not. No, I won't.
That's pretty good Reagan, though.
What? Of course not. Why would it be about oil? I don't even like oil. And then later in the White House, he's wearing a T-shirt that says "I heart oil."
And like basically it's like Penny Arcade or any of those fucking comics where it was like there's a talking PlayStation and some other fucking dumb shit. But the character, he's always got his arms crossed and he's smiling, like looking badass, because like that's something that the author like sees himself as, which probably couldn't be any further from the truth.
Which
so.
we always in the Discord we always make fun of like how bad the Stone Toss fucking comics are. Yeah. Aside from obvious reasons, but like also because every comic fucking ends with like a fucking smirk at the fucking camera, you know, sort of thing, where it's like, this is a good parody of that, and this is back in 2008 this one was made, so
check it out.
You know,
just do a Google search, image Power Up Comics. Good stuff. Mitch, did you have something you want to share with the world?
What's something
nice?
That's brightened your day?
So you said that something that's good that I like from this week or whatever. So I Googled fun new memes. Try to find something that I like.
Lay it on us, man.
Is this another like dissertation?
I'll keep it short. But I did find that you guys have. There's a good chance you guys have been over this, but apparently Richard Dawkins coined the term meme back in 1970. Okay, so I don't have to talk about it. You guys
I know that it's happened. Yeah,
Google
I don't
it.
know if we've talked about it.
Okay,
too much,
well, my favorite sentence from the article that I saw about it was, let's see, examples of memes might include the idea of God.
Okay.
Because it's just stuff that's been like, apparently it's an idea that's passed on from one human generation to another as like the original version of the term meme or whatever. Yeah. So like God's a meme, which made me happy.
And now we're worshiping SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah. Okay, but something real. Oh, there's this video that I really like that's been, it's just, and I don't know how I feel about how funny I find it, but it's this, and I don't know, a lot of people think it's a really funny video, but like I did show some people that were like, you're laughing at mental illness.
A lot of really smart, really funny people have said this video is very funny. They said it's a great video, the best video.
And a bunch of dumbasses they're feeling, no, whatever. They're fine people. No, but blah, 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 blah. It's like, so it's called, I don't want to spoil it, but it's called Schizophrenic Guy Apologizes to Security Guard and Then Does This.
And what does he do?
You want me to spoil it?
Should we watch it?
It's really short. Yeah,
yeah. Let's pull it out.
It's a fucking cartoon, man. You're watching Bugs Bunny. It's really great. But I also
what's the
Schizophrenic Guy Apologizes to Security Guard. Oh, sorry. It's pretty short. I think it's great because it's like
and then does this minute 42.
He be sharp. Look at him. I'm gonna shoot his ass. He fucking around today.
I remember you. You're the security guard of the building, aren't you? Mm-hmm. I've been having problems with you, man. Mm-hmm. And you know what, man? I want to apologize to you, man. Okay. I hadn't had my medicine, man. I'm on psychotropic medicine, man. You know I'm schizophrenia, you know? Right. I hear voices, I see things, they say this is not really there. And I just want to apologize to you because I was wrong. Hey, you know, I've been working all day. I've been working for 12 hours all day. Can you just shake my hand?
Of course, that's all I've been wanting was an apology from you. That's it. That's all. I'm just trying to do my job, sir.
But you know what, sir? I was thinking about something.
Oh, motherfucker, this nigga crazy. Do it. Come on, hey, you going to fucking jail, man. Yo, what? Hey, get the fuck off my property. Come on.
I'm gonna kill you.
Took a swing at him.
You know Uber driver took my motherfucking money. I got money now. I got motherfucking money now. You know what? You thought I was gonna forgive you? I'm gonna schizophrenia, motherfucker. Get my knife from my
And you better not bring that knife over here. Your ass gonna die tonight. Come on.
You got a gun?
Come on, motherfucker. Come find out.
You got a gun?
Come find out.
I don't think you got a gun. He's a rinky-dink motherfucking cop. You ain't even got a badge. Hey, you know what? Hey, big bro, I told you I take medication.
Calm down, man.
I don't know what be wrong with me. I just lost everything.
He's Bugs Bunny, man, and I don't feel good about I don't know. It's a weird thing for me to laugh at because it is somebody with mental health problems. But like just the timing and the pacing of that whole video is just so beautiful, and he's so manipulative. Like I think
that's part of the schizophrenia.
Yeah.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, I don't know how much of it is him just trying to like manipulate him through apologies and stuff like that, and how much of it is he doesn't have control over what he's doing.
Yeah.
But the
timing was
the timing's
exquisite.
He's got great comedic timing.
Yeah, the video it has it at least.
Put him on stage at IO Theater.
I watch it, man.
Yeah.
I used to work at a liquor store across the street from a mental health facility, which I don't feel good about. But but yeah, there was. I mean, I had not interactions quite like that, but like a lot of interactions with interesting people, and I don't know. It's not all doom and gloom. It can
get
be
out
fun.
and celebrate.
Yeah, it can be fun. I don't know, man.
So, Grant, what's your key to the city?
My key to the city this week, I had a different one, but I feel like since you brought the comics one up, IO Netrunner in the Discord brought up this comic called Two Cops. And the whole premise is, you can sort of see, I accidentally enrolled in the academy twice. Now I'm two cops. And it's just another sort of like, 3-panel fucking internet comic. And so I enrolled in the academy twice. I'm now two cops. Second one is the commissioner saying, two cops, you're getting a new partner. You. And then he's like, and then it's just stupid.
I love when things
delete
are
the episode.
No, I love when things are doubled. I think it's really funny.
Yeah.
Things being doubled that can't be doubled, I think is funny, and just people being wrong is the other thing that I think is funny.
Yeah, it's just like a clever little fucking thing. Google it. Scroll through and look at some shit.
Make up your own mind.
Yeah, I won't describe any more for you. Describe them to yourself.
So let's get to our word of the week. This week's Thought Cop's word of the week is vibe check.
Oh!
That's right. 2 words. This week's Thought Cop's phrase of the week. So vibe check is a spontaneous and usually random time where someone checks your vibe. A vibe check should usually be a pleasant experience where the person being checked is just vibing. So right now, Grant, your vibe is pretty negative.
That can't be fixed.
Well, Mitch, you seem like you're doing all right.
I'm doing okay. I'm fairly well rested. I got some rest.
Just vibing.
Yeah, I'm just around,
Yeah, you're vibing.
That's fine. If you're just around and nothing bad's happening, that's pretty good, I think.
I agree. So before we get to our voicemails, Mitch, where can we find you?
You can find me all over Chicago, baby. When does this come out?
This will be out
hopefully Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I mean, I got shows coming up. I'm doing that show tonight. I don't remember where that is. I'm doing Jason Melton's benefit show at the Continental on the 29th, and then the October 8th through the 13th, I'll be in Montana for Big Sky Comedy Festival, which I'm really excited about.
Sweet.
Nice. Any Montana heads out there, go up there.
If you live in Montana, I know it's hard to leave because in order for me to get back to Chicago, I have to fly to Seattle.
Jeez.
But that and also
airlines make no fucking sense.
Yeah. Also, slide into your DMs the show that me, Brandon Kirkman, Martin Felshman, Liz Getty, and technically Jamie Carbone run is it got accepted into Beast Village Comedy Festival in Des Moines, and I think that will be on like the 5th. No, not the 15th. Let's see. I think on the 5th of October. So we'll probably be out there running the show. So it'll be fun.
Man. Mitch is a very funny stand-up comic. I personally vouch for him, so check it out.
Thank you, man.
And speaking of those voicemails, you can leave your own at 312-788-7361 or leave us an audio file at thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com.
Hey, bitch boy cops, I got a serious thing. So a couple days ago, someone who I was friends growing up with and stopped being friends with because he was a bad person died. So going on Facebook,
Jesus.
you know, whenever someone dies, it's always like, oh, I miss you, bro. You were the best. You were a great person.
Oh,
it's like,
God.
okay, like, first of all, like, who are you? You knew you went to school with him a decade ago and had lunch with him. You don't know him. Second, like, why are you making this about you? Someone's dead. And 3, stop lying. We all know he was not a good person. It's just conflicting. It's just like, shut up. Stop making this about you. Stop lying. I hate people. When I die, Allah willing, I give you guys permission to beat everyone who I went to high school's ass with the exception of like a handful of people. Because, man, I hate fucking fake ass people.
And that's why she's our resident goth gamer girl.
Yes. Sorry for your loss.
I guess.
When I die, I don't want anyone's ass to be beaten.
Yeah.
What a noble cause.
Yeah.
Put that on your tombstone.
No ass is beaten.
Can I tell a quick story, a short story that reminded me of? There's a girl that I went to high school with that was like a year younger than me, who was like, I mean, people knew who she was. I wouldn't say she was like mega popular or anything, but she was at all the parties and like she had money and stuff like that. She was like in with the cool kids and everything. And then she OD'd at a party and died.
Damn.
And then all of a sudden, everybody was her best friend, and her funeral comes up, and I go to it because my girlfriend kind of knew her, and apparently she was my girlfriend's best friend or whatever. She was everybody's best friend all of a sudden, and yeah, that's a weird thing. But like during the funeral, like they had all these people talking about how great she was and all that stuff, and then her little sister goes up and she's pissed. She's just so mad at her sister and starts like talking shit on her sister.
Good God.
At the funeral, and then like their mom or whatever comes up and takes her off stage or whatever. I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was insane, man.
You know, I'm like kind of okay with that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
What are you saying?
I might do that too at this one. We'll see.
Oh,
it's
God.
a conflicting one.
You know, if you're going to do it, videotape it for us. We want to see it.
No, because there might be people who have even more reason to do it, and I don't want to like take that from them.
We'll blur people's faces off. Just sneak a camera in.
I'm
We
not
just want
doing
to,
that.
please.
We'll bleep all the names.
Please.
It's enough that I'm going.
All right.
That is an interesting 2 minutes of hate, because I know we've talked about celebrity deaths on here, and this is I guess a darker, more personal one. Is you know, the social media post where it's like, oh, they were my best friend, yada, yada, yada. Yeah,
and it's like that, like you were saying, like that's her sister, and it's like you're dealing with a fucking well full of fucking emotions, and it's like, yeah, it's, you know, not going to tell someone how to fucking grieve over the loss of their fucking sister, you know?
Yeah.
It's fucking tough, but yeah.
Yeah, it was just a really surreal moment, you know, when that happened.
Why don't you rustle those papers just a little bit louder? So this guy left a voicemail. I guess he's afraid of tripods or something. I don't know. Let's see.
What's up, Thought Cops? So thanks for the shout out about my phobia on the Jack Ellis episode. I really appreciate you guys exploiting my fears.
Jesus.
Just got one comment about the iPhone shit. Anyone who says that the iPhone cameras cause trypophobia or whatever.
You don't even know how to say it.
Stupid. It looks nothing like unnatural, like circular formations. It's bullshit.
What's trypophobia?
They're just a bunch of like fucking little pansies just trying to get like internet attention and shit, just like you guys are. So like,
oh yeah,
God damn it. I mean, you're right, but
no, that doesn't cause it. Fucking look at old dried up flowers and shit. That'll get you.
Oh, it's the whole phobia.
Yeah. Those unnatural. This is the irregular, unnatural holes.
But like a dried up flower is a natural.
Yeah, no, I mean I think what he's just trying to say,
or like
is,
a beehive.
Yeah, maybe I fucked that up, but I know this was Blake. He's been on the show a few times, and he described it last time he was on. I know he mentioned he didn't like going to the beach because some of the shells had like those like holes.
When it starts to
those like really
wither away because of the wind and the water,
those like
and
porous
stuff.
looking. So
what a reason not to. I can think of 20 reasons at least off the top of my head not to go to the beach.
Motherfucker, be running away from SpongeBob.
I can't think of a good reason to go to the beach.
Yeah,
water, but you just get dirty. That's the one thing that's absolutely going to happen is you're going to get fucking dirty.
Yeah, nobody thinks about that. You're walking in the water, then you're walking out, and the fucking sand is sticking to your feet.
Yeah. The feet, that's like my least favorite part of my body to have. Like, I'll go on hikes and stuff because it's got shoes on.
Yeah.
But at the beach, your shoes get fucked up. You got a bunch of sand everywhere.
Hey, you wear sandals.
Yeah.
That's why they invented those.
That's a good point.
I legitimately hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, I really haven't. I'll go to the beach, I guess.
All right. I got a 2 minutes of hate.
All right.
It's people who call a meme that's been going on for a couple of days dead. Yeah, sure, a meme can be tired because maybe it doesn't have as much potential for creativity and different, takes or whatever the fuck. But it can't be dead. And I feel like when people say, the people that say memes are dead, they're like meme elitists. And I really hate it. Because it really takes the joy out of a meme, you know? I'm sitting at home, I'm sitting at work in my break or whatever, between sets at the gym, and I see a funny SpongeBob meme. Like, I'm head
on
up
the
meme.
calf raise machine.
I've seen so many funny variations on that. And then some motherfucker comes along and says, oh, that's a dead meme. SpongeBob memes are dead. Or this SpongeBob meme is dead, whatever. Like, no, there's still something you can do with it. Like, put a twist on it, whatever. I think my punishment for these people would be they can only use... Grant, thank you for bringing them up last episode.
Oh, no.
They can only use advice animal memes.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna head out.
Scumbag Steve over here.
Well, thank you for the voicemail. I've never heard him so full of life, and it took talking about death to bring it out.
You guys have a foreign listener?
Oh yeah, we got a
couple foreigners.
That's fucking crazy.
There's a foreigner in the podcast chat right now listening, Lakembra.
You guys have so much reach.
We do. We got some reach.
I just reaching around the room.
Some Germans, some Australians, some Wisconsinites.
Yeah,
I guess the internet's for everybody except for Chinese people. They can't be online, right?
They're on blast.
And North Koreans, they have an intranet.
Oh yeah, they can't be online either.
Yeah.
Intranet. That's fun.
Well, speaking of fun, it's been fun, folks.
It's been blast.
Thanks for listening.
Mitch, thanks for coming on the show.
I had a great time. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
and,
come back anytime.
If you guys want to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/thoughtcops. Anything you donate goes a long, long way. It makes us feel really nice inside.
If you don't want to support the show, why are you hurting our feelings?
No, you can listen for free. The show's
you can
free.
Listen, but the
show will always be free.
Like, at least support us
if you want.
Some kind words of adoration, please.
If you got the money, all right. Don't feel pressure. You can always leave your own voicemail at 312-788-7361 or thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time. Go us.
Thought cops, thought cops, thought cops, thought cops.